Greetings, beautiful beings. Welcome to Pilates for Periods, where I am your yoga instructor, B, and we will be focusing on yoga for anxiety and depression during, before, or after your menstrual cycle. So we just want to focus on the hormonal balances for the body. We want to ensure that we can regulate your mood and also ensure that you have support with your mental, emotional, spiritual, and physical wellness. So you don't need anything but yourself and a mat, and go ahead and meet us on your mat. So we're going to go ahead and begin our warm up, and we're going to come into a supine Savasana. So let's go ahead and swing our legs to the right hand side and come to the front of our mat. We're going to go ahead and stick our hands out on our inhale, and on our exhale, we're going to slowly roll down to our back, vertebra by vertebra, and come all the way down onto your mat. Feel free to readjust yourself on your mat like I am. And we're going to go ahead and participate in some Dirga Pranayamas. So that's go ahead and inhaling through your nose. And what we're going to do is fill our chest, our ribs, and then our belly. And then on our exhale, we're going to release out our air from the belly, the ribs, and the chest, all through our nostrils. So let's go ahead and begin. We're going to take a deep inhale. We're going to fill in our chest, our ribs, and our bellies. And then we're going to release out of our nostrils through our bellies, our ribs, and our chest. Continue doing this. We're going to take our inhale, and then exhale through our nostrils. Continue with this breathing as you inhale, filling your chest, your ribs, and your belly. Then exhale out through your belly, your ribs, and your chest. We're halfway done, guys. We're going to do this 5 more times, inhaling in through your chest, your ribs, and your belly. And exhale out your nostrils through your belly, your ribs, and your chest. Three more times. On your inhale, we're going to fill our chest, our ribs, and our belly through your nostrils. Then exhale out your belly, your ribs, and your chest through your nostrils. Last time that you do this, now in this position, we're going to go ahead and do our I am power statement early, with I representing inspiration, A representing affirmations, and M representing manifestations. And the I am power statement for today is, I am safe. calm. 2 more times that we repeat this. I am safe. I am calm. Just breathing naturally. We're going to manifest that I am safe. I am calm. All right, beautiful beings. We're going to take an inhale to prepare, and then exhale. We're going to bring our knees into our chest. You're going to go ahead and lift your shoulders off of the mat and tuck your chin into your chest and just breathe naturally in this position. Now feel free to rock side to side if that feels more comfortable for you. Whatever works for you in this moment, beautiful being. We're going to go ahead and regulate our anxiety and our depression. We know how difficult it can be while you're on your cycle, dealing with different emotions and situations. But we just want to bring a calmness and stillness to your body. Last time we do this rock. All right, guys, we're going to come back to center and neutralize our spine. We're going to take an inhale and place our hands behind our thighs. And then on our exhale, we're going to rock up to sitting and come back up to seated position with your feet on the mat. Now we're going to go ahead and cross our legs in front of us and come into a tabletop position as we prepare for our cat and cow. Now go ahead and readjust yourself on the mat like I am if you need to. Going to go ahead and uncurl your toes and come into your strong tabletop position. We want to ensure that our shoulders are over our wrists and our hips are over our knees. And on our inhale, we're going to arch our back and look up to the sky. And then we're going to exhale and we're going to look back towards our navel as we round our back. We're going to do this 4 more times as we inhale and arch our back. And then we're going to exhale and round our back and look towards our navel. Now, as we're doing this, we want to ensure that we're engaging our core by sucking our navel into our ribs. Moving slowly and gently in this motion as we inhale. And then you're going to exhale and you're going to round your back. Now we're going to do this one last time. You're going to inhale. And then we're going to exhale and we're going to round our back. Now we're going to take an inhale to prepare. And then we're going to exhale. We're going to sit back into our child's pose position, coming into Balasana. Take one deep inhale in through your nostrils. And one exhale out of your mouth. Now we're going to flow through these 2 positions. We're going to take an inhale and we're going to come up and we're going to arch our back. And then we're going to exhale and we're going to round back into our child's pose. You're going to inhale and arch up. And then we're going to exhale and round our back into child's pose. 3 more times that we do this. Ensure you're keeping your core engaged by sucking your navel into your ribs. Making sure you're sitting your hips all the way back to feel that deep stretch. Keeping your shoulders over your wrist as you come up and arch your back, and then exhale gently into your child's pose. Last time that we do this, we're going to inhale and arch our back and look up towards the sky. And then we're going to exhale and sit back into our child's pose position. Now currently we're in child's pose in the thunder position as we're on our knees, but we're going to take an inhale to prepare, and then we're going to exhale and spread our knees wide to the mat and sink deeper into our child's pose position. We're going to take one deep inhale in and one exhale out. We're going to take an inhale to prepare, and then exhale. We're going to walk our hands back towards us and roll up to sitting. Now, let's take an inhale, and we're going to close our knees back in, sitting back onto our feet. And then we're going to exhale back out into our child's pose. But this time, we're going to place our hands behind us on the side of our legs, pointing our fingers towards the back of the mat. And we're going to engage in that Dirga Pranayama that we did at the beginning of the class. We're going to take an inhale, and we're going to fill up our chest, our ribs, and our belly. And then we're going to exhale and release it out through our nostrils from our belly, our chest, and our ribs. 2 more times. You're going to take an inhale. And exhale. Last time that we do this, we're going to inhale through our nostrils, filling our chest, our ribs, and our belly. And exhale it out through our nostrils from our belly, our ribs, and our chest. We're going to take an inhale to prepare, and then we're going to exhale and we're going to roll up to sitting. Great job, beautiful beings. We're going to take an inhale and we're going to come into a tabletop position. And then we're going to exhale and we're going to step our right leg forward and come into a low lunge. Just breathing here naturally. Sink your hips down to the mat. Make sure that you're still engaging your core by sucking your navel into your ribs, and just breathe naturally here. Now we're going to take an inhale and we're going to set our left hand on the mat, and then we're going to exhale and lift our right hand up and over and twist to the right. Now we're going to flow through this. We're going to take an inhale and drop our hand down and circle it around on our exhale. We're going to do this 4 more times, keeping your core engaged and breathing through each movement. You're doing such a great job, guys. Keep up the great work as we do this one last time and circle back around. Great job, guys. Take an inhale and bring your hand back down to the mat. And then we're going to exhale and step back into our tabletop position. Now, Let's do it all on the other side. So we're going to take an inhale to prepare, and then we're going to exhale and step our left leg forward into a low lunge. Go ahead and sink your hips down to the mat, keeping your core engaged and just breathing naturally in this position. Now we're going to take an inhale and set our right hand on the mat. And then we're going to exhale and open our left hand to the sky and twist over to the left. Just breathe naturally in this position. Now we're going to take an inhale and start circling our arms around like we did on the other side. And then exhale up and over. 4 more times. Keeping your core engaged, sucking your navel into your ribs, and breathing with each movement. We're almost to the end of class. Keep it up as we continue to release any anxiety or depression that we may be feeling at this time. All right, guys, it's going to be the last time. We're going to inhale, circle around, and exhale. We're going to circle back. All right, guys, we're going to take an inhale and place our hand on the mat. And then we're going to exhale and lift our right leg up and off the mat, lifting our knee. We're going to take an inhale and step our right leg behind our left leg and exhale and sit into the mat. All right, guys. So now we're going to participate into some gentle twists in our seated position. So we're going to take an inhale and we're going to lift our right hand up, and then we're going to exhale over and twist to the left. Have a strong, straight, elongated back. On every inhale, keep that back straight. And then on every exhale, you could twist a little bit more if that feels comfortable for you. All right, we're going to inhale and we're going to release back to center. And then exhale, we're going to switch the crossing of our legs and do it on the other side. So we're going to take an inhale and lift our left arm up and over and twist over to the right on our exhale. Keeping your arm behind you for an even deeper stretch. On every inhale, elongate your back, and on every exhale, you can twist a tad bit more. We're going to take an inhale, and we're going to come back to center. And then exhale, we're going to uncross our legs and place our feet on the mat. On our inhale, we're going to reach our arms forward. And exhale, we're going to roll down onto our back, vertebra by vertebra. Now feel free to readjust yourself on the mat like I am, but you're going to take an inhale to prepare, and then exhale, you're going to bring the palms of your feet together into a butterfly position, and we're going to come into our reclined bound ankle pose as we transition into our cool down. Feel free to keep your hands off to the sides if that feels comfortable, or feel free to place one hand over your heart and one hand over your belly if that feels comfortable. Feel free, if you want to leave them on your thighs or just on your belly, that works as well. However, we're just going to breathe naturally in this position. Now, if it's more comfortable for you, feel free to close your eyes or keep a slight gaze. Whatever is most comfortable, just do at this time and ensure that you are breathing. Now we're going to actually do our Dirga Pranayama in this position. We're going to inhale, filling our chest, our ribs, and our belly through our nostrils. And exhale out through our nostrils from our belly, our ribs, then our chest. 2 more times. Inhale. And exhale. Last time you do this in this practice, let's make it strong. We're going to inhale through our nostrils, filling our chest, our ribs, and our belly. Then exhale out of our nostrils from our belly, our ribs, and then our chest. Good job, beautiful beings. Now we're going to transition into our final Savasana. Feel free to stay in the reclined bound angle if this is comfortable for you. However, you can release the balls of your feet and come into a full corpse position, releasing your legs and arms straight out in front of you with your feet open to the side, releasing all the muscles in your body. Feel free to keep your palms facing up to continue receiving all of the tantalizing energy for this yoga practice that's made for reducing anxiety and depression during, before, or after your period. Now you can keep your eyes open or feel free to close them and keep them in a slight gaze. You want to go ahead and open your mouth and breathe naturally in this moment. Be sure to remove your tongue from the roof of your mouth and just sink deeper into your mat with every breath. I am so proud of you, beautiful being, for taking time to invest in your mind, your body, and your soul. Continue breathing naturally in this position. On every inhale, we are gathering all the things that contribute to your anxiety and your depression. And with every exhale, we're releasing those things from our body. Continue with this practice. Now, in this moment, let's think about 3 things that you are grateful for. And with each thing that you've identified, set an intention so you can carry this on with you for the remainder of your day and throughout your wellness journey. All right, guys, now before we move forward with our practice, we're going to engage in the I am power statements that we professed at the beginning of this class. I am safe. I am calm. I am safe. I am calm. I am safe. I am calm. Now feel free to stay in Savasana for how long your body sees fit. However, if you are ready to move forward with this practice and with your day, go ahead and start bringing life back to the body by wiggling your fingers and your toes. If you had your eyes closed or in a soft gaze, go ahead and open them at this time. If your mouth was open, just go ahead and close it and begin to breathe naturally here as you just continue to bring awareness back to yourself in this moment. All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and turn over onto our sides in a comfortable fetal position for one final reset. All right, guys, now we're going to go ahead and place our hand on the mat, the ground, and the earth, and come up into a comfortable seated position so we can finish class like we always do. We're going to go ahead and take one deep inhale and lift our arms up to upward salute. Bringing our palms together in the sky. And then we're going to exhale and bring our palms down to our foreheads as we manifest intentional thoughts, genuine thoughts, and peaceful thoughts. Bring your palms down to your lips as we manifest intentional words, genuine words, and peaceful words. And bring your palms down to your heart as we manifest intentional love, genuine love, and peaceful love. Thank you so much for attending our yoga flow today that's going to assist with decreasing or mitigating anxiety and depression during, before, or after your period. Now, feel free to take a look at any of our videos because we have so many different classes based off of what cycle phase you're in, your menstruation phase, follicular, luteal, or ovulation. However, if you have any questions or concerns, feel free to leave them in the comments and we'll get back to you. Feel free to subscribe and be sure to like this video and share with others who you feel like can resonate. Until our next class, we manifest a positive, productive, and peaceful remainder of your day and wellness journey ahead. And we'll be speaking to you during our next class. Peace.